Hello and welcome. I'm Harriet Agbinyi. Tonight, the federal government promises to equip the military to dislodge Boko Haram as security forces repel another attack on Maiduguri. President Buhari vows to investigate cases of political assassinations and kidnappings in the country and bring perpetrators to book. Some state governors plan desperate measures to pay salaries of civil servants. Workers in Osun State reject pay cut. And Greeks split on tomorrow's referendum as preparations get underway at polling stations across the country.
On business news, Nigeria's interbank lending rate eased to its lowest since interest rate was pegged at 13%.
Alan, sports news, Nigeria Boxing Federation picks 60 boxers to jostle for spots at the forthcoming All-Africa Games in Congo-Brazzaville.
Military officers have been advised to be mindful of the country's religious and ethnic sensitivities in the fight against the Boko Haram insurgents in the northeast. President Muhammadu Buhari conveyed this message to graduating officers of Senior Course 37 at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, in Kaduna State by his representative, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. The Vice President again restated the President's promise to equip the military and other security forces.
After 49 weeks of intensive operational military and academic training, a total of 174 students comprising 70 Army officers, 43 Navy, 31 Air Force and 21 allied officers from some West African countries are graduating from the prestigious Command and Staff College, Jaji.
Owing to seniority, he is a member of the Elders Forum.
One after the other, the graduating officers file out to receive their certificates from the guest of honor, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. 12 of them also receive awards for excellent performance. According to the commandant of the college, Air Vice Marshal John Ifemeje, the high number of international students in the college strengthens the idea of African brotherliness and regional cooperation necessary for the continent's security.
As you go back to your respective countries, remember to be good ambassadors of this college and continue to sustain and nurture the friendship you have developed here with your colleagues and members of staff. The increasing number of international participation for courses in this college is a clear attestation that our graduates are living up to the expectations of the armed forces of their respective countries. We shall always look forward to having students from other countries because we believe our interactions will always be a mutual benefit to our various countries' armed forces.
The Vice President, on his part, lauds the courage of the armed forces in the ongoing war against terror.
As members of the armed forces, you have a principal role to play in protecting the lives and properties of our citizens from all forms of internal or external threats, while maintaining internal peace and security remains primarily the responsibility of the civil police. The scale of the current security challenges facing our nation requires the military to play a more decisive role in support of civil power. As graduates of the Command and Staff College Senior Course, I'm convinced about your capabilities. I'm optimistic that you will not let this nation down.
He also reminds the officers to make good use of the skills and knowledge they have acquired from the college, especially in crisis-prone areas within or outside the country.
I have no doubt that the quality of training you have received from this esteemed institution has adequately prepared you to confront current threats to national and global security. I'm indeed reassured that the course was appropriately structured to prepare you for various command and staff responsibilities in full-scale war and military operations other than war. In this area of cooperation and joint operations, some of you might find yourselves operating with your colleagues from other paramilitary agencies, as exemplified by exercise Haskebido, which the college recently organized. The importance of harnessing the strengths of multiple security actors is also amply demonstrated in our fight against terrorism under the auspices of a multinational forces of neighboring countries and our own forces are progressively winning the fight against Boko Haram.
Since its inception in 1976, the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, has graduated a total of 3,060 officers, including those from 28 African countries. It's hoped that the practical experience and leadership skills these officers have acquired will come in handy as they return to the field.
The Nigerian military, alongside youth vigilantes, have successfully repelled another attempted invasion of Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, by insurgents. Witnesses and security sources say the insurgents launched the attack from a village in Mafa town, located about 7 kilometers towards Zabamari in Jere local government area, before they were engaged by the military in a shootout. Casualty figures are not yet known, but it was gathered that it took a reinforcement of troops from the 7th Division of the Nigerian Army in Maiduguri to stop the insurgents. The president has in the meantime also condemned killings earlier this week in Kukawa village in Borno State, calling it a barbaric act, while also condoling with the government and people of Egypt on the killing of 70 soldiers in the Sinai Peninsula. The president called on the international community to unite and forge a stronger worldwide consensus for more effective action against global terrorism. We are ready to explore the option of negotiation with insurgents if it becomes necessary. This is coming from the presidency. Such a decision, the presidency explains in a statement, will not be from a position of weakness, but that of strength. It says this is because the machinery already put in place and which will be set in motion soon can only devastate and decapitate insurgency. It adds that the measures are multinational in nature and gives the assurance that relief is on the way for Nigeria and her neighbors. The statement further adds, quote, "Most wars, however furious or vicious, tend to end around the negotiation table. So, if Boko Haram opts for negotiation, the government will not be averse to it." End of quote. In the meantime, the president has said his administration will ensure that all cases of political assassinations, intimidation and kidnappings in the country are thoroughly investigated and the perpetrators brought to justice, irrespective of their political affiliations. Addressing state chairman of the All Progressives Congress at the presidential villa, President Muhammadu Buhari declared that he remains fully committed to providing a level playing field for all Nigerians. The president said that his administration will strengthen Nigeria's criminal justice system to curb the reign of injustice and impunity in the country, and urged the APC state chairman and other political leaders in the country to prescribe legal processes for the resolution of political disputes. Leader of the delegation and chairman of the APC in Kano State, Umar Dogowa, explained that the party state chairman's visit to the presidential villa is to reaffirm their support for the present administration. In the meantime, state chairman of the APC also met with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who refuted claims of his planned defection from the party. At the meeting, which held at the National Assembly, the acting chairman of the forum, Umar Dogowa, appealed to the Speaker to uphold the supremacy of the party and run an all-inclusive House during his tenure.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives, with State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, the acting chairman of the forum, spoke on the need to ensure a united House of Representatives and consequently a peaceful 8th Assembly.
I would like you to, as advised by Mr. President, seriously uphold and seem to be practicing the supremacy of the party. We met with Mr. President today, and he reiterated his stand on the party supremacy. Likewise, the Senate President would like also to call on you as a leader in this party to also uphold that important aspect of the supremacy of our party. Being a lawyer and by profession and an all-timer grassroots politician.
The Speaker agreed with the need for party supremacy and stated his commitment to the party.
So we contributed in the building of this party. It is our duty to ensure that the party survives. And they say it is only a madman that will use the same hand that he used in building a house to pull it down. We're not mad, we're not fools. And I want to discountenance these very ludicrous, laughable discussions that some of us in the House are even conniving with some people so that we can defect. I think only, forgive my choice of word, only a fool would believe that.
He also touched on the leadership crisis within the House, saying it will be resolved.
Very soon our caucuses will be formed. We will have caucus leaders that maybe will take care of activities relating to our membership from those zones. And it is our hope that all the zones of the Federal Republic will be represented on that caucus. That has been our practice here in the House of Representatives from 1999 to date.
The Speaker said Nigerians expect a lot from the All Progressives Congress, and even though it is expected that some friction may occur within the party, it must not stop the party from moving forward. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
In part 2, after the break, all salary earners in Nasarawa State to pay development levy. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.